Hello everybody and welcome back to Marwell Manor Farm. This is the fantastic new map by Oxygen David, and today what I'm going to be doing is basically finishing off the harvest, which is very close to completion anyway, but also I need to do the baling and obviously move the bales to the sell point, but also a few of them need to go into a storage area, probably in one of the big sheds in the main yard. That would be the obvious place to take them to. So yeah, I did a stream yesterday, or 2 days ago, and progress was good. I did do a lot of work in this field over here. The only issue is I started the baling, but I did it mostly in the dark, and it turns out that I've missed quite a bit of straw. So if anybody gets a bit upset about me missing straw, you'll just have to bear with me for this. I'm going to try and clear it up as much as possible, but yes, there is a bit of missed straw about. I'm of course using the brand new class baler. This is the class baler from ModHub, and it has such a good rating, and I can see why. It is just such a well-made mod. Now the combine is currently full, so I need to get that unloaded first, but then a worker can just finish the job whilst I attempt to clear up the mess, which is the straw. So yeah, I should put this over here. Turns out there is a bale completely in the way. There we go. Overall though, I'm quite happy with the way the stream went. It could have been a little bit neater, the way I did the work, but yeah, it's alright. It's all going to be done. I'm going to make sure it's all cultivated in, anything which I have missed, and then from there it can be re-drilled and it can look nice and neat again. So that is the combine nearly empty. There really is just the slightest bit left to do. There is also a tiny bit over there around the pole which has been missed by the worker. I suppose really with the small amount there is, it would seem foolish to put a worker on the job. I suppose I should just do this. I've got to say though that streaming is a very good way of getting the big fields harvested without having to do a massive time lapse in a video. Time lapses are good, but they can take up quite a bit of time to record them in the first place, and by that time sort of run out of time to do a real-time part of the video, meaning the video is about 10 minutes in length, which isn't exactly ideal. Because I do my videos about 20 to 30 minutes anyway, and I still get people saying your videos are way too short, make them an hour. So yeah, it really wouldn't be possible to do some of these big fields in an episode. It has to be in a stream. But it seems to go down alright. I mean, I don't think I've seen many complaints about me doing just harvesting in a stream. So yeah, pretty good. Right, okay, so that is that piece over there finished. Time to tidy up this mess just over here. Probably better if I turn the swath mode off, just chop the final piece. Now we don't actually have a loan, which is nice because it means that I can obviously get a loan without the repayments being too expensive. It also means that when I do get some money I can actually put that money straight back into the farm, into animals or machinery, instead of having to think, oh, I've got to give the bank more money. So that's good, very good. There is this very small slither, which I will harvest, because otherwise it's just a waste of crop. There's a piece over there too. Yeah, so you can see where I have and haven't been. You can see to the left of here, there is a large section which has been baled, with the few pieces of straw missed, but then this piece clearly hasn't been baled at all. So by the time it is finished, it shouldn't look too bad, and then I can just get the cultivator or the direct draw straight into here, and get the next crop growing, which will most likely be canola, oilseed rape, since this has been a barley crop and I can direct drill. There is only one thing though, and that is, yeah, it says it needs lime. So ideally I need to put some lime in, so yeah, I should cover it with an application. Yes, I will do that, because we do have the money for it, and it will improve yields, although just thinking about it, I wonder how much the spreader costs, because I don't think we start with a spreader. I think we start off with a sprayer. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting. Yeah, that's very interesting. It might have to miss this once then if I can't afford to get a lime spreader. Anyway, that is good enough for today. Let me go and unload this into the trailer, and then it'll be time to obviously go and sell it, because I need to get the money in as fast as possible, assuming the price is still good. I think it is. I don't think the price has changed too much, which is nice. It does seem to hang around the same price for a while. It is a bit laggy, as I've mentioned before. It is my graphics card, it seems to do this with every map, so I'm actually going to order it tonight. I'm planning on ordering it today, so hopefully in a few episodes time it's going to be nice and smooth with no issues. There have been some very helpful viewers who have suggested things, but they haven't really worked for me, so it is the graphics card. I'm doing this at 1440, so yeah, it just isn't quite good enough. It's not far off, but it's just not quite good enough to run it super smoothly on full graphics settings. So what I'm going to do is just put this over here, park it up, and I am going to use the Challenger over there to do the baling. It is going to have to be a time-lapse because otherwise it's going to be quite a long section of footage. It's going to be, I don't know, what would it take, 20 minutes, 15 minutes? About 15. Plus I've probably tied up a few pieces, like substantial pieces like this, which have been missed. It's always a good idea to do that, otherwise I am just losing out on potential money. As for moving the bales, I'm going to have to get some kind of telehandler or front loader. Money is an issue, but it won't be for too long. It shouldn't take too long to get the farm off the ground. Okay, so off we go. Here is the class baler, in case you missed it on ModHub or in my live stream. But there's been quite a mixed response to how many bales you do get out of the field. Some viewers have said you get 60, some have said 70, 80, and even some have said 110. So we will see. I'm interested to find out how many I do get. Okay, so that is pretty much everything finished. Obviously there are still a few pieces of mist straw here and there, but it would be uneconomical just to drive around the field picking up everything. It's good enough. But next time, yeah, I'll make a bigger effort, and I definitely won't be doing it in the dark because it's impossible to actually see what I'm doing. Okay, there's a bale right on the back of it. There we go. So, the big question is, how many have I actually produced? I'd love to know. Let's take a look. Created bales, total 83. So I've made 83. Apparently Chains 100 made 110, somebody said. I don't know if it's true, but yeah, clearly quite a difference between everybody. Then again, I have missed quite a bit of straw, so there's probably a few bales still out there if it was all baled up. But as I've said, it just would be uneconomical. The amount of diesel that would be used to actually bale it would just completely outweigh the price of the bale. So I'm going to go and park this over here in front of the shed, and I need to find some kind of bale moving device. Now I wish I did have more money because I need a telehandler, and I could use a telehandler, but also I could also buy the auto stacker, which is just as good, if not better. We do have a trailer load of barley, so I think that's probably the best thing to do. First of all, go and sell that, and then I'll see exactly how much money I've got. From there, I could potentially get a loan, sell some bales, then obviously pay back the loan, and we'll be continuing without a loan again. So I think that is what I'm going to have to do. There's not really another solution to it. Here is the tractor. I've got almost 12,000 litres, so it's going to help. It's not going to go very far, but if it means not getting another £5,000 worth of loan, then it's good. It's always going to be a big help. So yeah, thank you to everybody who did point out this back road. It is very handy. Saves having to go all the way back around the entire map, all the way over there. So yeah, really cutting the corner. The sell point is all the way over there, in the direction I'm looking in. But it still isn't too far. This is the vehicle store, so if you want to buy some equipment, this is where it will spawn, as demonstrated in my live stream. I did buy the baler, which cost about £140,000, so not exactly cheap, but then again, balers aren't cheap. Here we are, Greendale stores. I have absolutely no idea how much this is going to be worth, but I would guess around £5,000 or £6,000. Looking good. Yep, £6,032. Right, okay, so the next thing to do is to go and drop off the trailer and then obviously figure out what to do with the loan, how much loan to get. I think the auto stacker is around £40,000, I think, but I'm not entirely sure. It would be cheaper to get an auto stacker than a telehandler, but it would be nice to have both. I would also like to buy some more fields as well, but obviously not yet. That would be in a few episodes' time, once I have generated the money for them. I'm going to look at buying just smaller fields though. I have 2 huge fields already, so smaller fields would be very nice. Probably actually this area here. The 2 cereal crops and these 2 grass fields. I think they're going to be perfect. But there's potentially a lot of money here. It's a lot of bales. So it is time to start storing some machinery in appropriate places. We have loads of storage sheds down the bottom of here. So I would say, if I just start filling up one of them, quite a few good ones here. And obviously we've got like a lean-to. I think, yeah, I'm just going to reverse into there. Because that is a good sheltered area for a trailer. And then it's going to be time to go back over to the store, like I say, and have a look at the finances. Hopefully I'm going to be able to buy something quite decent, whatever it ends up being. But hopefully the Arcusin auto stacker. The baler needs to be put away as well. I think I'll probably put that into the same shed. Right. Okay, so into the baling technology section, we have, well, we've actually got the Flegel trailer, but that would mean having a front loader. We also have the Flegel flatbed non-caged trailer and the Stewart trailer, but I think really the Arcusin is the best one to go for. But yeah, again, look at the price. Maybe I should lease it. It's actually not too expensive to lease, actually, so I could do it within the hour and only pay £3,570. That seems very reasonable. Okay, so I'm going to do that. See how much money I can bring in. I'm going to take one load, just one load, over to the main yard to store them. But again, yeah, potentially there's going to be quite a bit of money here. Now, it's been mentioned many times where the bale sell point is. Problem is I've forgotten, so I'm just going to have to go and take a look. Just here, I think. Southview's barn. So that is actually not too far from here at all. So if I do the shortcut from 15 over to here, go across the road, that'll be the place to go to. Good. So that's sorted, and I have an appropriate machine to do the job nice and quickly. I just hope the price of straw is good. It's alright. £66, that straw, I think. It's on the increase. It is increasing. So if I speed up time slightly to 15, then, yeah, obviously we're going to have more demand. The first load can go to the yard, because then, yeah, it gives time for the price to increase. And then I can just go and take the second load and all the other loads after that over to the yard across the road. Southview's barn. Now you may be wondering when the next live stream is going to be. I usually do one live stream a week, at very unpredictable times, or more precisely, unpredictable days. It's usually 10:30 at night, because that is the only time I can actually do it. I'm not really available to do it any other time. But yep, there'll be another one in a week or so, and we'll be doing whichever job needs to be done on here. Whichever big job. Probably harvesting that field there, actually. It is huge. But this is going really well. So pleased I've got this. Couldn't really do without it. I'm going to have to buy it when I can afford it. I've got loads of things I need to work towards. But that is all about building the farm. And really, I've had it easy because we started off with the yard and £100,000 and a load of good machinery. So from here, it is just a case of being careful with the money and expanding. That is 9 bales, 10 bales. It can hold 16, so not too far off. Just doing the headland first. Okay, space for 4 more. Got some here. And the final 2. We'll take these. Okay, right. So yeah, like I said, first load over to the yard. I need to find an appropriate place to put them. I don't really know exactly where to put them, but I'm sure it won't be too difficult to find a good place. I suppose I should take them to the yard where the animals are going to be, in the correct areas. Otherwise there's going to be a bit of transporting to do. I'm definitely going to get some cows, so I'll put them very close to where the cows are, which I think is actually next to these sheds just over here. So it shouldn't really be an issue. Okay, so I've been taking a look here, and really, these sheds are perfect, except the height. If I was to put that up fully, I think it's going to go through the roof. So ideally, again, it needs to be stacked with the telehandler, so I might have to put this first load in the very tall buildings at the top there. Unless I can, and this is a bit of trial and error, if I can put it up in there and still clear the roof. We will see. Luckily you can abort the unload, so I can just lower it if it does look like it's going to hit. And of course I have the pickup on the side. Here we go. Right in the centre. Actually that's really good. Perfect, and it's really out of the way too. Let's jump out to make sure it's in a good place. Go a little bit further back. And we're done. So whilst that lowers, obviously I can't drive out of here with it up. We'll take a look at this. Yep, that is good. So in the future, I can imagine there's going to be quite a few in here. We're going to have hay bales, grass bales, silage bales, and the straw. Since, yeah, the cows are, I think, just around the corner here. Just take a look. Yep, they are in the building just over here, I think. Yep, this one. So, yeah, nice and local. We also have a pasture for sheep, and I think the pigs are somewhere else. Don't know, but anyway, yeah, it doesn't really matter because I don't think we're going to be getting any pigs yet, but maybe later. So, yeah, it's now 5:15, which means the price should have gone up for the straw. A really quick look. Still 68. It's not really moving. Oh well, it's still an okay price. It's not horrific. So let's go over here. Tomorrow I'm going to be spraying that field since it is growing very nicely. I think I have in the region of 3 or 4 loads here, and they're not going to move themselves. So here we go. Right, so I have just one more load to get, and obviously it's going to be coming to the same place. I need to get as much money as possible, and then I'll be returning the auto stacker. I don't think in the next 1 hour there is going to be another harvest where it needs to have some bales stacked. So yeah, I just need to get the final 13 or 14. I don't think it's a full load, but we'll soon find out. Anyway, I currently have £21,000, so it's not bringing in a fortune, but it's not bad money. And I still have no loan, which is always a bonus. I really don't want to have a loan. I'd love to go the rest of the series without extending the loan, so we'll have to see. Anyway, yeah, I think I've cleared all this area here. Pretty sure I have. It's just this piece over the right hand side of the field. Looking at it, there might be more than 16. I'm sure there was less than 16. It's actually a good thing though, because it means that there's going to be more money. Yeah, I have space for 2 more bales. I have 4 bales. 5 bales. So we're going to be coming back for the final 3. Right, okay, that's enough bale pushing. Over to the sell point for another £4,500. And then, yeah, we'll be coming back again for the final £800. It won't be too much. The combine can be put away tomorrow. I do quite like the yard though, this South View barn. I think it is a very nice place. Especially the realistic wrapped silage bales. I think they look really good. Just in the entranceway here. You can see them just there. It just seems so realistic with the puddles and stuff and the mud. It's like real life. Although that comment might be pushing it, but it is still very realistic. Very, very good. Certainly the most realistic map I've ever seen for a farming simulator game. The ones for 17 are very good too, but obviously with the new features of 19, just brings them out even more. Yeah, so it doesn't quite fit underneath here. I think it's probably about an inch. Yeah, it's about an inch too high, the auto stacker. Or the barn is an inch too low. It looks like it should just go straight in. It doesn't. It hits something. But it's alright, I just basically fold it up again and then reverse back and it pushes it in. So, works well. Right, we have 3 bales. Let's go and get them. It is quite a busy turning this, but luckily it's a straight piece of road, not on a bend. So the visibility isn't too bad. And then we can indicate left again to go straight back into the store. There they are, the final 3. Well, even if you are a perfectionist and don't like it when I miss bits, I think you've got to admit it is so much neater than it was at the beginning. I know there is still way too much miss, but I was trying to do it quickly in the stream and it was dark. So yeah, there's not really much I can do about it now, unfortunately. But yeah, in the future I'll make a bigger effort not to miss bits. And yeah, it's going to be all cultivated soon anyway, so it's going to look really neat again. There we go. I've got 3. I don't think there's any more. If I've missed any, I'll put them in the shed down the bottom. But I think everything which we can see is just a few swaths of straw. And there we go. We are here. The sell point. So my plan of action for the next few episodes is basically to get that field replanted. Start making some money hopefully from some grass, because I think we do have a grass field. Pretty sure we do. Yep, field number 19. Do we have a mower? Yes we do. So that is definitely something on the to-do list. And also when we do have some more money, I'm hopefully going to be getting some cows. So that shouldn't be too long. Certainly before episode number 10. Which is a long way off, but yeah. Possibly even episode number 5. We'll have the cows in. It just depends how quickly I can make the money. But so far, so good. So the final destination is the shop to drop off the RQC and auto stacker, and yeah, then we'll call it a day. It's been a very busy day. I'm pretty sure already, despite it being only episode 2 with a stream, I am about, what would it be, 3 or 4 hours into the save game. So quite a bit has been achieved. Oh yes, I also need to go and spray the field as well. The one which was planted yesterday, that needs to be sprayed with some fertiliser and also probably some herbicide as well. Right, return. So there we go. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.